We're live.
Okay. Thank you, Gustavo. Hi, everyone. Sorry for the delay in today's webinar. We had a small glitch, technical glitch, is now luckily solved. So let's go without waiting too much time. Today, I have the honor of presenting my dear colleague and friend, Nikos Igoritsas, who will be navigating with us in the portal of learning from the extremes, and will help us understand all the tricks and tips to upload projects in the portal. So this will be the last webinar before next year. So it's going to be the highlight, the endpoint where we upload finally our projects to the portal and we can showcase the wonderful things that all of you have been doing with your students to the world. So Nikos, thank you very much for taking this mission in your shoulders. And I give the floor to you so that we don't have people waiting anymore for the presentation.
Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It is strange how the tables have turned today. I'm very happy to discuss about how we can use our portal to upload projects. For the last more than a year, we have been working with 123 schools in the framework of Learning from the Extreme project, in supporting the schools from 10 different countries, 123 remote schools from different areas, rural areas of Europe. And we have been supporting them in trying to close the digital gap. We have organized different webinars, summer schools. We have been in constant collaboration with them. Different schools had different projects, national or European. And we have seen a lot of work being done from the teachers around Europe. What we have asked from these 123 schools is to upload the projects on the portal in order not only for them to showcase their work and for us also to view their work and be proud of their work, but also it is a very nice opportunity to exchange ideas and experiences and build on common projects for further developing new projects. Because we have seen that, you know, the needs and the concerns of teachers are the same wherever they are in Europe. So today we're going to have a small introduction through a PowerPoint about the concept behind the projects. And then we will visit the portal with a step-by-step, let's say, guide on how to upload a project. Let me share my screen. So, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But not presentation. You're going to put in presentation mode?
It is on presentation.
Then you share the wrong screen. Maybe you stop sharing and share again. Yeah.
Now?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so you know, with the COVID, we have been using Zoom for the past 4 or 5 years, and I'm still not getting it. We'll get there sometime. So today we're going to discuss on how to upload projects on the LfE portal. A few words for the concept behind the projects on the LfE portal. We have based our way of presenting and developing the projects on design thinking and design for change. Design thinking is an approach which is highly human-centered. that fosters innovation from building on the designer's toolkit to integrate the needs of the people, the possibilities of technology, and the requirements for business success. It is, a notion of design and business. This was brought closer to the school community by Design for Change. The Design for Change method is a process of collaborative and creative thinking that enables students to find innovative solutions to problems and challenges that they face every day, either at school or within their community. It is based on 4 steps. The design thing for change, it is feel, imagine, do, share. We changed it in the framework of the LfE project. In the projects we are working with schools in around Europe to feel, imagine, create, share. In the feel part, the first part, teachers and students explore the local needs or the local and global challenges and trends for new project ideas. In the imagine phase, the next step, the students take ownership of the project, they propose solutions, they interact with other stakeholders, they collect data and useful information about the project and the problem that they have identified, and they move to the next step, which is the create, where they create their own project with the help, of course, of the teachers, and they act on the issue that they have focused on. Last but not least is the share part, where the students and the teachers share the project with their network, with the local community, with parents, with the local authorities, stakeholders, other schools, universities, or informal learning authorities. So more in detail, what we want to do, and we have done with schools around Europe, is put students on the driving seat of the projects that they create. Teachers and students are the owner of the project. They build projects that are highly related to the needs of the school, which are also the needs of the local community. So in the field part, students identify the problems in the local communities. They can also select topics that are related to global challenges. The students and the school community observe the problems and try to engage with those who are affected. They discuss their thoughts and make a plan of action based on evidence that they have faced. In the imagine, they envision and develop creative solutions, and they put them in a plan, and they try to propose a series of solutions. In the create part, they are implementing the project, they are interacting with external stakeholders in order to communicate their findings, and in the share, they share the stories with other schools in the community and local media. So this is where our project, the methodology of the project is based. It is an collaboration between teachers and students. So the teachers create the project on the portal based on the activities that they have done in the classroom. They edit the main description, they edit the guidelines, and they share the URL with the students. The students then take the template and make it their own and provide the edited 4 different phases. They put input there, and there is interaction with the teachers. So in the beginning, the teacher prepares the projects. They give a title, a description, some keywords. They define the learning objectives. and the different metadata that we use in order to better explain the project, like the age group and the number of students that they have participated. For each of the 4 steps, they give guidelines to the teachers for the fill, the imagine, the create, and the share. And this is, we will see that the projects on the portal. This is let's say, typical image of the portal and the different issues that the teacher needs to fill in. They then share the project with their students by clicking on the share button and creating a link for the students. In this link, the students use it in order to fill in the different parts, the fill, the imagine, the create, and the share with, information, text, images, videos. They can do different content. They can produce and include different content. And I will give it again. This is my email. This is the opportunity to have it on the PPT, zigouritsos@ea.gr. If you have questions, you can always contact me. And I think that it will be much more useful to go to the portal and work on a concrete project. So let me share my screen. Okay, so here we have the learning from the Extreme portal. We are here. We can see that the good practices that the project has put in display for inspiration. We have the 123 schools, we have the different teachers, access to everything. And here we have the projects that have been created throughout the Open Schools for Open Societies project and the LfE, the Learning from the Extreme project. So once we have logged in, I will log in and take it from the beginning. Let's go. So I choose the LfE portal. I click on login, my username and my password. And I am directly in my page with my information, my roles on the portal, and here I can register a community, I can register a school, a project, or an event. Here are the projects that I have created. Okay, these are just tests. So if I go back to my page, I can register a project. This is directly put under the school that I belong to. And here we can see the different parts of the project. In the main thing that the teacher needs to fill in, it's the first page with the general information about the project. So let's begin with everything that has a red star is an obligatory information that needs to be filled in. So this is a test project. Excuse me. In the body, I can put information about a small description of what we have done. About right. I can always copy paste if I have the information on a Word document or other sources, and I can easily create. This is a pretty straightforward text editor and can create links, for example, to my school. I can easily insert an image and remove it. Next, I can assign a thematic area. It was a project about social studies. The learning objective with students were familiarized with For example, I can choose the language that the project is about, how many students have participated, the age group, if there are associated communities on the portal. For example, I can choose learning from the extremes Greece. And I can say here, if I want, I can relate it with another community also. If it is a project that it is private or public, you can see that I can choose if it is a private inside the only members of my school can see it, or public, everyone can see it. But the teacher cannot change the life cycle status. It is draft. Only the students that are working on the project can change that. Here in EU project, I'm using OSOS always and indicate that it is an LFE project. And here I can press save. We can see that we have the title. It is here is a description, the thematic area. It is the language in English. 25 students participated. The age group was 15 to 18, and the learning objective, students were familiar. This is all the information that was provided by the teacher. You can see that the fill, imagine, create, share do not appear because we haven't filled any information there. So I go back to edit and choose fill. And here you can see that there are two main text boxes, the description and guidelines from the teacher and the student's description, which is not clickable for me because I am using it as a teacher. So in this stage, students visit their neighborhood. I killed it. By night to see the this can be a general description, and I can give directly guidelines to the students. Please provide more info and some photos. Okay. Save. And this goes, for the fill, you can have it here. The imagine here, please add information on the synergies you have developed. In the create, please describe your activities, and in the share, provide information on the open school day that we have organized. So as a teacher, I have filled in the guidelines in all 4 steps, and I have created the project identity. So I save it. And now I can share it with my students. Create share link. So I can copy it and I can put it on an email and send it to my students. So for now, in order to see what the students is going to work to, I'm going to choose another browser. Let me go back to Zoom. Stop sharing. Okay, and I will share my whole screen. So I'm using Firefox to see what I have logged in on the portal as a teacher. I have created the project identity. I have copied the link, and now I will use another browser. Let's go to Chrome. And I will use the link in order to log in as a student. So I can see here, this is a test project. I can go to the project and I do not have access to the description of the learning objectives or the number and age of the students. I have access to the 4 stages. So in this stage, the teacher said that we need to provide more info and some photos. So you can see that the student's description is now editable. We have walked in our neighborhood and the problem light pollution is very serious. We have adapted the municipality to find a and this is by default the okay, and I will put it in the center, save. Sorry. Save. And I have put, this is a random photo, it's not about pollution, but you get the idea, and I can always delete it. And in the same way, I go to imagine, I put this is plan, not a plane. In the created, we have had various activities. And in the share, we have organized an open day to inform the community. And in the open day, for example, I can put a link to a YouTube video that we have recorded on the open day, let's say. Okay, I can save it. And now we can see that once I have saved it, I can see the description. And then in the field, imagine, create, and share, I can see the guidelines that were provided by the teacher and the description that what was provided by the students. And I can also download the PDF version of the project. And I can still edit it and go to the project, and sorry for that. You can see that as a student, I can say it, I can say it. We have discussed with other students, we have discussed with the teacher, and we can say that the project is final. Okay, so now I can go back to my, I am in the logged in as a teacher. I can go back to my profile, and in the projects, you can see that the project that we have just created is there. You can read more, and here is the everything filled in with the title, with the wonderful description, with the metadata, the language, the thematic area, the number and the age group of the students, the learning objectives, and the field, imagine, create, and share that were filled in by the teacher and the student. So yeah, okay, so the YouTube, it was, I'm in the school, and it was blocked, but you can get the idea. This is the main way to create a project as a teacher in collaboration with my students. We have seen that in lower grades, for example, and the first ages of primary school, the teacher is the one doing the whole job, as I did right now, with one browser logged in as a teacher and another browser logged in as a student. But there are other ways also to create a one more thing. Let's go to the project, to the school profile. If we have done everything, as if everything went well, we should see that this is a test project that we have just created under the projects of the school also. So you can find the project that you have created under the projects of the school that we belong to, or under the profile of the teacher that has created the project. And also in the page of the projects, since we haven't put an image, it is the default image of the portal. And here you can see other projects from other schools. Some of them are in the local language. Some are in English. And now we can see the other way that we can create a project. I have seen a project that is very interesting. and I want to adapt it to my school. I want to do the same idea with my school. So I click on the project. I have seen that which natural hazards could damage the area where you live. This is a very interesting school project. I have seen the description. I can relate to the different things that they have done. And I think that we have got done in our school more or less the same thing, or I wanted to duplicate it in my school. Sorry for that. I can clone a project. And directly I can put it under my school. And, you know, I have created a clone of the project. I can change a little bit the title or the description. I can put different. This is a copy of a very nice project. I can work on it with my teachers, my students also in the same way. Give information on the description, the imagine, create, share, and if I click here on the share, I can copy the link and share it with my students also. So the main the way to create a project is if we go to our profile as a teacher. Of course, the first thing is that I need to register to the portal and be under my school. And then under my profile, I register a project, or I see a very nice project that I can copy, or the accelerators that are provided on the portal, which are very interesting, good practices. For example, being meaningful to your community. So it was created in Holland. I can speak Dutch, and I can see that this is very interesting. So for by default, it is in the language that it was created. I can always change it to my language. English, French, Greek, Spanish. I will use English and clone it. And this way I can duplicate an accelerator and make it my own with my students and work on it. Rosa, since I cannot see the YouTube channel, are there any questions?
No questions, no comment. You have a very quiet audience today.
Okay, so this either means that I have bored everyone to death, or that it was pretty straightforward. In any case, I want to go back to my email account, and everyone, please feel free to contact me if there are any questions. The national coordinators of learning from the extremes from the 10 different countries are working closely with schools in order to assist them to upload the projects. You have seen that I'm sharing, yes, okay. You can see that schools have started to upload the projects. I have been in contact with my colleagues in in Cyprus, for example, and also there are from Greece, from Crete, and they have been working on uploading the projects. And this is from, for example, this is a project in Greek from Cyprus. They have provided, the contact information and everything. They can, each teacher and student can decide if they are going to present their work in their own language, or, for example, the same school here have decided to present their work in English. It is always far more easier to share our work in English in order to have a common understanding with other schools and exchange ideas more easily. So if there are no other questions, I think that we can wrap things up slowly but steadily. I can see that on YouTube there are teachers from Greece and from Portugal. I hope that we
Not
have...
Portugal, from Brazil.
From Brazil, sorry. Okay.
We're known now globally.
Okay, we're international, not only European. This is a good thing. Again, if you go... sorry for that. Again, I will share my screen for the... you can see the recording of this webinar on our YouTube channel to go back to, information about how we can upload this our project, but also you can find it on the guidelines and tutorials, where on the user's manual there is also information about how we can upload the project. And stop sharing. This is it for me. You can always contact the national coordinators or the people on the portal for assistance on how to upload the project. Thank you for being here. Rosa, thank you very much for hosting us. As Rosa said, this is the final webinar for 2023. I would like to thank everyone for and especially Rosa, who organized this series of webinars throughout the year. We will come back with a new year with new ideas. For the time being, let me wish you happy holidays for the end of the year, Merry Christmas, and enjoy yourselves, and thank you.
Thank you, Nikos. Thank you for the very nice tutorial. It's always good to review our knowledge about how to do that. I also want to say that even people that are not part of the LfE family, you can always have a community, and in your community you can upload projects. So this is open to everyone. It's free. You just need to be a member of the portal where LfE is hosted. Actually, you can also be part of LfE if you want and benefit from what is there in the community. You just cannot be an LfE school. That is just for those that are in the project, but you can benefit from all these goodies. So, Nikos, thank you very much. I also want to convey the wishes of a very sweet Christmas or holiday seasons, whatever you decide to celebrate or wherever you are. And we meet again in January with the international conference. It's going to be a highlight and a couple more events before the end of LfE. And we will come back with the webinars in another channel maybe, but we will continue seeing you here. So thank you very much, Nikos. Thanks, Gustavo. I'm not sure if you were there. Gustavo was actually on holidays and came to rescue us. So, and for those of you that are going on holidays, rest, and we'll be back. Happy New Year to everyone. And Nikos, see you soon.
Thank you.